everyone could please rise.
Yeah.
I want to thank the Omaha seniors for singing for us this morning. Also, I want to thank the Timecode, the Black Leggings Warrior Society, who was just here hosting our members for us. At this time, we're going to go ahead and do the invocation. I would like to invite Cadet Najah Marshall to come on up and do the invocation.
Anwashte Najah Justice Marshall. Chante washte na when washte ekamanchin wokla ken wakalan na ken hachishta ethan chanki. Ekayan hakada sanim washte oletenan ki cha Michael where am I ichiapi. He who was it done. Which I said in Dakota is, hello my friends, my name is Najah Marshall. I greet with a good heart and a good smile. I want to thank the staff and the police officers for helping us better people in life and our achievement aware or inspiring us. I also want to pray that the cadets are actually safe and that we are able to be better people in the future. Hope ahead.
Thank you, Cadet Marshall. At this time, I'd like to welcome Miss Amber Wilson. She is the Riverside Indian School Superintendent, and she's also played an integral part in hosting this event and putting it all together.
Good morning. Welcome to Riverside Indian School. We are very proud of what the cadets have achieved this summer. They have participated and completed a long, grueling 2 weeks, and they've got to learn some really exciting things over the course of the past 2 weeks. This is our inaugural year for the Police Academy for these students, and we hope that this is just the beginning of many more to come. We do want to, again, thank you for coming to Riverside Indian School. We hope that on your departure that you would drive around the campus, take a look, and see what all we've done over the course of the last few years to make Riverside Indian School great for Indian country and for us to be able to educate our youth the way we need to educate our youth. We've been able to provide some really amazing things for our students, and that also allowed us to provide this for the cadets as well. Thank you, Michael Ware, for coming to me in my office and pitching this to me, and I was like, yes, yes, and yes. We need to do this for our kids. We need to do this for Indian country. Anytime we can do something to empower our youth to go and do great things beyond high school is what we need to be doing. That's our job, and we're so grateful and thankful for the collaboration that we have with OJS. We have great collaborations across Indian country with IHS, OJS, and many other entities that support our children, and we're just grateful and thankful to be part of that. Thank you and welcome.
So, on behalf of the BIA, Office of Justice Services, Amber is proved to be a valuable partner. We work together to get this program up and running. We wanted to present her with a plaque of appreciation. At this time, it's my honor to invite our BIA Office of Justice guest speaker, Mr. Richard Glenn Melville. He is the Deputy Bureau Director for the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Office of Justice Services.
Thank you, Micah. And I want to thank Amber for a good partnership and collaborative effort that we have here. Thank you for the song. It's beautiful. It's great to be out here in this country. I don't know that I've been here very often. This is my first trip to Oklahoma since I took over as the director. My name is Glenn Melville. I'm an enrolled Makah tribal member from Northwest Washington. I have been in law enforcement and tribal law enforcement, federal law enforcement for about 29 years. And honestly, this is the first time that I've seen a project like this anywhere in the country. And I'm so proud of our staff and the support staff that have been able to take this on. It's our pilot project. It's the first Youth Indian Police Academy. I've received updates throughout the 2 weeks that they've been here. I'm so proud of you guys. Class number 1, you guys really led the way. I don't know if you have a class motto, but lead the way is definitely the way that you guys did. So you have set the bar high. I believe that this is probably the most important thing that we can do for our future. They are our future. You are our future. And we need to be doing everything we can to support you in your dreams and what you want to do in life, what you can do for Indian country. Being in law enforcement in Indian country is a calling. I think you answered that call, really important. Back in my day in the 1900s when I started, you used to pick up the phone, get caught up with the cord, ring your cell phones, and you're ready to go anyway. You've got all your data, you've got all your contacts, you've got everything. You don't have that thing to get your finger stuck in, really, see something slime, like But no, it is so wonderful. My heart is just happy to see all the engagement that you brought to us, our instructors, the interaction between our officers, the instructors, all the people that presented. Everybody said that they're just so proud of you. I know that the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the Bureau of Indian Education, this is the pride of what we've been doing this year in this administration, and I couldn't be prouder. So thank you for putting in all the effort that you did, because I know that you did, and you put in the work. I encourage that. And remember, I'm looking for you. If you want a job in law enforcement, doing whatever you saw here, stay the course, get more education, and then I'm looking for good people. But I want to thank everybody for being here, for supporting our youth, supporting our staff. They did a great job. I can't say how happy I am to be here. So thank you for having me, and class number 1, you led the way.
Thank you, Director Melville. At this time, we're going to show those in attendance kind of what we experienced, what your loved one experienced while they were here at the Youth Indian Police Academy. We've got a video, so Tim, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and play that video. Special Agent for the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Office of Justice Services, and Darko Agency. Our primary job is to provide direct law enforcement services for the tribes within our areas, our jurisdictions that we service. This creating the BIA-BIE Independent Police Academy is something that, obviously is near and dear to my heart, something that we've always wanted to do. I'm glad we finally made it happen. I have many thank yous. There's no question about it that, I want to thank Richard Glenn Melville, the Deputy Bureau Director for BIA-OJS. I want to thank Audrey Sessions, the Associate Director for Support Services. I want to thank Monty Gibson, the Associate Director for Field Operations. Robert Mathis, the Acting Deputy Associate Director for BIA-OJS. I want to thank Amber Wilson, the Superintendent for BIE. Cheryl Stent, our LEA, D2, who did a lot for us and throughout this academy class. I want to thank Timothy Diego and Terry Ware, the PID staff. Every morning before we started the day, we rose our colors and they sang our Kiowa flag song. We really taught the students something. I know it was something I look forward to every morning. I thought it was awesome, so I appreciate you guys for doing that for us. I'd like to thank all the Riverside staff, the dorm, the cafeteria. You guys good with the cafeteria class? Yes, sir! All right. All the administration staff, the counselors. So there's no question about it that, running a program like this, especially when you have people come in from all across the country, there's going to be issues, trials, and tribulations. It was excellent that Riverside Indian School actually had counselors on site that our staff and our students were able to participate in. So I want to thank Riverside for that. And also I'd be remiss not to thank my squad leaders that actually came and helped run this program. My squad leaders are all BIA-OJS police officers throughout the Bureau of Indian Affairs. I want to thank Officer Jamie Benos from the Northern Pueblos Agency. I want to thank Officer Brittany Kilmer from the Concho Agency. Officer Louis Valdez from Anadarko Agency. Officer William Trey Barger from Anadarko Agency. Whenever I selected the squad leaders, I sent them a letter, I guess an email, kind of explaining what I'm looking for. And this is what they received. You each have been selected to serve as squad leaders for the BIE-BIA. The squad leader positions for this academy are probably the most critical positions in this Indian Police Academy. The squad leaders must be of high moral and ethical character, highly motivated and capable of working with and mentoring our Indian youth. They must be outgoing, confident, and willing to lead a squad. Above all, they must be leaders. It is vital for us to utilize our own BIA-OJS officers to serve in this capacity. The squad leaders will be required to lead, mentor, and work with their squads throughout the extent of the BIE-BIA. The squad leaders will be with their squads from the time they wake up until the time they go to bed each night. And that is exactly what they did. In appreciation for their hard work and commitment to excellence, I would like to award each of my squad leaders with a plaque of appreciation. Officer Brittany Gilbert. Officer Jamie Benos. Officer Louis Valdez. Officer Trey Barger. So our squads, as part of, we built a family. Did we build a family? Yes, sir! What's more important than family? Nothing, sir! That's right. Ain't nothing more important than family, and that's what we built here. So whenever we came in, each squad, I asked them all to create a squad name. And so, are the Lady Warriors in the house today? Yes. All right, yes, sir, okay. What about the Skyhawks? Are the Skyhawks in the house today? Yes, sir! What about the IPA Hawks? Yes, sir! What about the Devil Pups? So, Trey Boniger is a former Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine, but Trey Boniger is a Marine. And, of course, they were trying to But Trey explained to us that they're not quite dogs yet, but they're still pups, so they have to settle for devil dogs. Trey, are they devil dogs yet? Not yet. We still got some work to do. So, the BIA-BIE Youth and Police Academy was created to develop trusting relationships with our attending cadets and to inspire, motivate, and mentor our Indian youth. Our cadets experienced a multitude of police and first responder professions at the federal, state, local, and tribal level. Our academy was not without difficulty. For most of our cadets, this was the longest and furthest they have been away from home and family. But they all quickly learned that they inherited and developed a new family, the BIA-BIE Youth Indian Police Academy family. Am I correct, class?
Yes, sir.
It has been my honor to work with each of you cadets and now graduates of the first BIA-BIE Youth Indian Police Academy. I hope we have inspired you, mentored you, and motivated you to be the best versions of yourself that you can be. Have we done that?
Yes, sir.
At this time, I'd like to invite our tribal guest speaker. His name is Mr. Lindy Waters. He is the Executive Director of the Kiowa Tribe of Oklahoma.
Wow. After watching that video, I wish I was young. I wish I was in your shoes. So, I am young, y'all. My name is Lindy Waters. I'm the Executive Director of the Kiowa Tribe. I'm half Kiowa and half Cherokee. So, let's go. The Cherokee family. And I humbly come to you. Thank you, Chief Ware, for the invitation. And thank you, Deputy, for being here and seeing this wonderful program. I reflect back to 3 or 4 weeks ago. Chief Ware had called a meeting at our tribal offices and asked if the Kiowa tribe would be interested in working with him with this program. And as I sat there, I just started going back in time in my life. In my previous profession, what I did was I was an upper bounder. I don't know if anyone knows what upper bounder is. It's a pre-college program that works with underrepresented populations. And the program I ran was the University of Colorado Boulder. And we were typically these upper bound programs that work with the local communities. But we had designed this one program at the University of Colorado Boulder to work with Native communities around the country. And when I got there, we were working with 8 different states and 7 different communities. And when I left, we were up to 13 different states and 10 different communities. And Oklahoma was one of them. We had 130 Native American kids that would come and spend 6 weeks, 24/7, would come to Boulder in a similar program. So as we unfolded this idea of this program, I was reflecting back and started falling back in my upper bound days. And I fell in love with his concept. And I said, whatever we as Congress can do, of course the chairman was there, we were like all in. And whatever we can do, you guys got to spend the day, right? Wednesday at the tribe. And the tribe was all in with you with this program. And whatever we can do from this day forward, we're here to help you as well as with the program for years with the tribe. And it was such a blessing. And from that point, I come to you, speaking to you with 2 war bonds. This is my executive director war bond for the tribe that I speak to you on behalf of the tribe. And I want to encourage you. I had a chance to meet with them. For those parents that are just getting here, you're getting a chance to talk to them, and I'll mention it in a minute. But I had a chance to talk to them last night. I spent about an hour with them and get to know them. And so as I walked in and I got to greet them again, and I know they had a dance last night, right? They had a dance. And I guess there was a dancer. There was one that kind of stood out, but they said it was breaking away. Doing some, I guess, crazy dancing or something. So So I said, are y'all sore? They were like, oh, we're sore. I'm not from dancing. After watching that video, now I know why they were sore. Man, that was incredible. Incredible. I don't know if you couldn't see me, but I teared up and I got emotional for the commitment. And what comes to mind, what comes to heart right now is inflection point and influence. Two N words. I am and you're in. An inflection point. An inflection point is when, in mathematics terms, when you're doing math problems and you know the bell curve and the S curve and the different curves, it's when you start to take another direction. And I feel like after this program that you and your life have come to an inflection point in your life where you're taking a turn, or you can look to bigger things in your life and making positive influence, which is the next word, in not only your life, but in the lives around you. And I reflect back in my life, and I'm speaking to you all directly, that one of the things when I was in college, as a native kid, first generation, single parent home, low income, underrepresented, not expected to succeed individually, going to college at a university where I was one of two names in the whole university. I wasn't expected to succeed, but because of the people around me, I learned that I did well, and I was worth something. I had that inflection point in my life while I was there. Yes, I wanted to run when I went to college. Yes, I wanted to, after the first semester, I packed up with my college coach. I was a college athlete. And I said, see, coach, I'm leaving. He thought I was leaving just for Christmas break. And I said, no, I'm leaving, coach. And he goes, okay, we'll see you in 5 days. Come back. Don't leave too much Friday. You know what we did? Down at Carnegie, Mountain View, where your mom is. You know, you eat Friday all the time. I know you get a belly. You know, you get a belly all the time. You eat too much. And all that, no, coach, I'm leaving. I know. We'll see you in 5 days. And for some reason, I came back. And it was my mom influenced me to come back. So I had that inflection point in my life where I was needing to make the turn negative and make the turn positive. And from that point, I had an opportunity to play 4 years, I had an opportunity to go try to be a professional. I didn't make it as an NBA pro, but I was close. But I still, throughout my life, I tried to influence people that I come in contact with. And while I was a freshman in college, I had the opportunity to be a counselor at one of the first summer programs that was held for Native students, similar medical ground. And guess what that place was? I was a youth summer counselor. Did I guess? Guess what it was? It was right here. It was right here at Riverside. A man named Stuart Tonema ran a summer program for 5 weeks, and I came here and I was a counselor and had the opportunity to influence people just a couple years younger than me, and that's what sold me on the future of our youth, of our tribes is in our youth. And so you going to this program have an opportunity to make the turn, go back where you're from, go back to your communities, and influence those around you, those younger, and as well as those older. One thing I carry forward in my life that I learned when I was in college during that inflection point was a scripture that I carry with me that I really have tried to impress upon my children, as well as every day when I have meetings. It comes back to me all the time. It's from the Bible, and it's Philippians 3:13-14. And the Apostle Paul is sitting in prison, and he had been some high-level person before he became a Christian, and he was put in prison. He was writing to the Philippian people, and he wrote, "Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, reaching forth the things which are before the heavenly. I press on, I press on, I press on toward the goal, toward the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. Each of you has a high calling in life, whether it's this profession or it's another profession that God calls you to be. It's a high calling, not a low calling. You'll know it's a low calling or not. You'll have a lot of things where your influence is negative, where negative influences impact your life. That's a low calling. When it's a high calling, you'll start being able to influence people. Good things will start to happen. Positive things, growth, new birth, things in your mind, doors are open, and you'll be like, wow, this is good. And that's the high calling of God. But unless you press on, remember like we talked last night? You're going to have lows and highs. Remember with the individual you talked to last night? He talked about lows and highs. Remember that? He pressed on. He pressed on. So let me take off. For those of y'all who know me, I'm the father that took this career head off. And I put a weird father hat on. And the father, fortunately, youngest, doing wonderfully, worked as a casting set coordinator for Les Dogs. You know her, the Les Dogs, the show. She's working as a set coordinator there. Of course, everyone knows my son, and most people do. And he's the 5th ever native basketball player ever played in the NBA, playing for the Thunder. And then I have another daughter older than him. She's the casting director for Residential Dogs. And if you want to get on the show, you go to her. And of course, I've been on the show. So hopefully we get more copies of that. I know we got several, but she's connected with. We're going to get on the show. And then the oldest daughter that I'm the most proudest of, that I say everyone says, oh, you're so proud of your son and your daughter, blah, blah, blah. But no, my oldest daughter is the one I'm most proud of. Because she has my 2 grandchildren. And she's raising them. And that's what I'm most proud of, because she has the opportunity to be a stable mom and influence the next generation of children, and for them to be positive in their lives. They're going to have opportunity they're going to have to press on in their life. So I come to you as executive director of the Lindy Waters III Foundation now. I'm changing hats, I'm changing more bonnets. And for those that don't know, last night I was able to talk to him. I showed him some of the videos of Lindy in his early years, playing basketball at Leggings, Oklahoma, and then going on to Oklahoma State University, high was recruited, and it's a 16-minute video. We got to show him that, and then we also got to show a video of Oklahoma City Thunder. And then what happened while we were watching the Thunder video? What I thought. Lindy FaceTimed him while we were watching the video, and they didn't know it, but I set this up with Chief Ware 3 weeks ago when I met, and when I told Lindy about this program, the first thing he said was, I just happened to have a foundation meeting that night following our meeting with Chief Ware. And I told him a little about it. He said, Dad, that sounds like a good plan. I want to be involved. How can we be involved with the foundation and me? And I said, well, you can be here. It's one thing. And he goes, well, I'm training in Miami. So the next best thing was he FaceTimed me last night. And got to spend 15 minutes answering all the questions, talking to him, encouraging him. And it was kind of cool to watch their faces as when he came live on the screen. And we had a big screen, and they were all like, oh? Their faces were like, what? Is that really him? Is that really? Yeah, and it was kind of cool, right? Yes. And so we got to talking to him, and we got done. So let me read you a mission statement of this foundation. And by the way, I'm the executive director of that foundation. So that's why I say I'm wearing 2 hats as executive directors today. The Lindy Waters Foundation enhances and supports Native American youth and indigenous communities through sports, health and wellness, and leadership programs. YIPA program. The foundation is committed to providing a platform for individual improvement, opportunity, exposure, and access for all Native youth. So, as I talked to the foundation board 3 weeks ago, as well as my son, the first thing he said was, what can we do? So last night he showed up, talked to him, and he told me, he said, I want to be involved with this somehow, some way, every year that Chief Ware sets up this program. And we have it here. So we're committed from the foundation to commit ourselves to supporting this endeavor from this point forward, Chief Ware. So we're excited to be working with you from this point forward, and whatever we can do, we will definitely be invested in you. And so as you move forward, you mentioned family, now you're going to be a part of the Wendy Waters III Foundation family. And one of the things that he stresses that he wants to do is give back to the Native youth. And we've been in this gym, him and myself, we do clinics around the state as well as the country. And the last clinic I think we did here was last year. And but we didn't get the opportunity to do one this year. But another way he wants to give back is to provide a scholarship, which this summer we have developed a scholarship program for Native youth. And at his basketball tournament, July 28th through the 30th, this upcoming July, will be his first ever elevated Native American basketball tournament for high school students, encouraging them to not just play basketball in college, but go to college. And in that scholarship, or in that tournament, he's going to be selecting individuals, and that's just this year, giving them scholarships to go to college, to help them with supplies, laptops, miscellaneous things, travel costs for family, whatever it is. There'll be a set amount, and we're giving out, I believe, 10 with $2,000 scholarships at this basketball tournament, as well as 2 educational scholarships at $5,000. And we're inviting those students that aren't in the tournament to come to the tournament to be there. But as we developed this, and 3 weeks ago when I posed this program to him, and he said he wanted to be involved, and after showing up last night, we made a decision 3 weeks ago that we wanted to give our first ever scholarship from the foundation to someone that has completed this program and has graduated high school and has plans and a goal to go to a post-secondary or second school, a trade school, police cadet, or whatever. So the first ever scholarship being provided from the foundation is something that I want to pursue today. It's a summer of your group. And I'm really excited. We got an application. I read through it. And I'm really extremely excited to present our first ever $2,000 scholarship to an individual that has a future, has a goal, has a dream to press on, with highs and lows. And before I give this, I'm going to give you one last thing that from him. He's taken that scripture as I pressed on him and my children throughout my life. And he has, if you ever watch him play basketball, and when he's playing for the Thunder or wherever he ends up, he has tattooed on his arm right here, really big, the words, press on. And the scripture, the full scripture inside his forearm. And so I encourage you throughout your highs and lows, just like he told you last night, because y'all asked him, there were a couple questions I asked him, how hard it was, did you ever get down? And in the encourage you to do is keep pressing on. No matter what you do, there's highs and lows in life, but you press on toward the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. So the reward, the first scholarship from the Living Waters Third Foundation, $2,000 goes toward, I have the check right here, and I hope I say her name right, Nanamazoni Blue Bush Tom. From the foundation and from the tribe, thank you very much.
Wow, that's awesome. So, thank you, Lindy, for doing that. Thank you. So, hey, right now it's time for graduation. It's time for certificates. So, at this point in time, I've asked if the director to come up and help pass out certificates and squad leaders. You guys can come up. Do the director, so you never.
That's me to read names in the third grade. Destiny Hickman. Jalen Wetzler. Maria Puente. Acacia Big Fire. Bessie Bird Necklace. Erica Claremont. Jillian Grandstone. Cody Rector. Anna Tom. Cameron Reynolds. Jaden Himeno Kia. Kristen Cornpeach. Weston Housey. Ethan McGay. Nigel Marshall. Samuel Washburn. Gavin Galindo. Vivian Post. Anthony Everett. Taylor Leffert. Corey Wilson.
All right, so as part of this academy, I have asked the squad leaders to keep an eye on their squads, ensure that their squads are, squared away, they're doing the right thing. Each squad leader has selected a top cadet for their squad. And so at this point in time, Squad 1 has selected Destiny Hickman to serve as the top cadet. For Squad 2, the top cadet for Squad 2 is Acacia Bigfire. The top cadet for Squad 3 is Jaden Himanoki. The top cadet for Squad 4 is Javin Galindo. And there can only be one, and the overall top cadet for the BIA-BIE Youth and Police Academy class number 1 is Cameron Reynolds. At this time, I would like to invite Cadet Vision Post. He is going to say our benediction to close out the ceremony.
Deo de Basan, Vision Post Outcome, Timecode, Welcome everyone, I'm Vision Post, I'm a member of the Kiowa tribe. My Kiowa name is Eagle Boy. Thank you for this opportunity. Let's pray. Don't bow your heads. Bonam Laki, Antham Ta, Laki, Kida, Sate, Dare, Yatan, Soame. Da ki and da do ye da de da ba ye ye so da guide then on the yan ha da anton da ki a hobe ba
So one more thing before we get this party started. I really want to thank Chief Ware and his vision for this. He came to me in March and said, hey boss, I got an idea and I want to help kids. I want to have you do this. And he sold it. Him and he said, Kiowa, they did it over Skype or Skype, was over Teams meeting, and it was an amazing schedule, it was an amazing concept, and it's absolutely what we needed to do. I looked at him and said, you think you can do this? You can pull this off? And he said, oh yes, sir. I said, just don't tell me yes, because that's what we're here. But he did. He did an amazing job. He did an amazing job for you. It was all for you. you guys, you really did well in this school year. So I want to present Chief Ware, the directors.
All right, that concludes the today's event. Why? Why? All right, now we'll get on the bus after you guys plane together. All right, thank you everyone for coming.
Hello, my name is Taylor Lafferty. I am Rosebud, Lakota Sioux, and I currently reside in Mission, South Dakota. I'm currently going into my freshman year and I am 14. I heard about this program from some family members who thought, since most of my family was either medical or law enforcement, they thought I'd be interested in it, and I was interested in this place. My expectation before I got here wasn't a lot. I thought it was just going to be some simple 2-week camp, but we learn a little bit and just do a lot of physical stuff, but I learned quite a lot from this place during 2 weeks here. Such as forensics and fingerprints and all sorts of branches of U.S. law enforcement and BIA law enforcement. If I am given the opportunity, my plan is to go into law enforcement. Yes, I would recommend to other students because you can and learn a lot, learn about law enforcement, BIA, BIE, and just learn from other people as well.
My name is Micah Ware. I'm the Chief of Police, Supervisory Special Agent for the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Office of Justice Services, Anadarko Agency. Our primary mission is to provide direct law enforcement services for the tribes within the Western District of Oklahoma. Those tribes range from the Kiowas, Caddos, Wichitas, Delawares, Fort Sill Apaches, and Apache tribes of Oklahoma. One of the primary reasons that we actually decided to put this academy together, the BIA-BIE Youth Indian Police Academy, was that we recognized that that there was a real opportunity that we could.
My name is Maria Puente. I'm Lakota Sioux and Northern Cheyenne, and I currently live in Sealing, Oklahoma. The thing that got me interested into this was, well, before this, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I felt kind of lost. But my mom, I knew I wanted to do something good for the community, for my people. And my mom, she actually told me about this program. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical about it because I thought it was gonna be like a hardcore boot camp and a lot of stuff like that. But as I came here, it really changed my point of view of things, and it really opened my eyes, made me more open-minded about things and how I look at the police force now. We learned a lot of things over here about investigating, fingerprints, tracking, and I'm very grateful for what this program has provided for me and my crewmates. They had good hospitality here, great food. The officers were great to us as well. We definitely got a lot of experience out of this.
I'm Vision. I'm 17. I'm gonna be a senior this upcoming school year. I live in Clinton. I go to Weatherford High School, but my expectations for coming here was like I thought it'd be like a actual military camp. Cause my mom told me it was just like a police academy. That's how I found out about it from my mom, and so I thought it'd be like a little boot camp thing. So I came here. It actually wasn't. It seemed like it's pretty cool. It's not too lax, but I don't know how to describe it. It's fun, but you also do work here too. Sometimes you do like push-ups and all that. Oh, what I learned, yeah, what I learned, yeah. From what I learned from here, we learned like a bunch of categories in a lot of law enforcement, like forensics, doing fingerprints, how to better ways to get into the law enforcement and BIA area and like stuff like that. But for my future, I was thinking I would like go to college or either military to get into BIA. So I'm trying to get into BIA. So either be from college or from the military. So either one that just works out.
My name is Jillian. I am 16 years old. I am shy in Riverside. I live in Bismarck, North Dakota. I went to Legacy High School. My expectations was different. I thought it would be harder. I thought I would have to do a lot of physical stuff and stuff like that. And what I learned a lot. I learned more opportunities in BIA and that there's so many law enforcement opportunities out there, and that my future plans is to be a police officer, to go into that route. But also I'm second guessing what I want to be too, because there's so many opportunities out there. So, but right now is going forward into being a police officer.
So the BIA-BIE Youth Indian Police Academy was created because we understood that there was something missing in Indian country. You know, our ability to interact with our native youth, our ability to foster the relationships with each other, and also, we have issues, in the BIA Office of Justice Services recruitment and retention. What we wanted to do is we wanted to invite Native youth from all over the country to be able to come and participate in this inaugural program. One of the primary issues when you run a Youth Indian Police Academy like this is, you're going to have issues with the venue. Where are you going to hold or a facility, or correction, where are you going to have a facility or a venue to be able to actually host an event like this? Also the logistics that are involved. When you bring in 20-something students from all over the country, and you house them for 24 hours a day, for 14 days, 2 weeks at a time, logistically there's going to be a lot of issues that have to be thought about and planned and worked out. And so you got your venue, you got your logistics, and then obviously the funding that's involved in running and operating a program like this. The funding is something that a lot of times we're going to have to go out and try to ascertain that funding from different sources. So when you put all that together, and then you talk about the liability, in working and interacting with juveniles, you put all that together, and it makes it difficult to run and operate a program like this. So what we decided was that partnering with the Bureau of Indian Education was our ideal partner in this particular program. That is why we created the BIA-BIE Youth Indian Police Academy. There's no question about it that the Riverside Indian School, the Bureau of Indian Education, is suited to operate and hold facilities or hold programs like this. They've got the cafeterias, they got the dorms, they got the classrooms, they got the school buses, they got the staff to be able to provide for our young people whenever they come, and that's exactly what they did. And as far as the BIA, what I did was just coordinate the program, get all the classes put together, and provide for a 2-week program where we kept our young kids busy doing different activities and experiencing different types of law enforcement throughout the country, both federal, state, locals, and tribal law enforcement. Yeah, absolutely. As far as details, as far as what the students were able to participate in, we started, so there was a rhyme and a reason of everything that we did in this program. from the first day that they came in, and and we were going through reception, we understood that these kids were coming in from all over the country. None of them knew each other. It was the first time that they ever met each other and interacted with each other. So we understood that a lot of times there's going to be barriers built up, walls built up. They're going to be shy. They're not going to want to interact with one another. So, day one, we had a motivational speaker come in, and that whole day, he spent the day with them, talking to them about, developing healthy relationships, provided most motivation and inspiration to our students, and got them really working with and interacting with one another. Day two was time to build upon that, and we went out to Fort Sill Army Base, and they hosted us, and we actually had an opportunity to work with the soldiers out there, had an opportunity to work with the civilian law enforcement program out there, and we actually were able to go through the military ropes course, obstacle course, or leadership course. These students were able to work together as squads and actually start doing team building exercises. After that, Wednesday, we went right directly into really the meat and potatoes of what this academy was about, providing for the law enforcement exposure. We covered BIA, OJS patrol operations. We covered BIA, OJS criminal investigations. I brought in the BIA fire for arson investigations. Also brought in the FBI and the FBI evidence response team. And they talked, provided class and instruction on what the FBI does in Indian country. I brought the United States Secret Service in, the U.S. Marshals, the Comanche Nation assisted us with running the Milo simulator after we provided them with a use of force class in law enforcement. Many partners, both federal, state, and locally, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol came and provided instruction on traffic fatality investigations and what they do. We conducted lab exercises with the students. As far as the agenda was concerned, we had an opportunity to go to the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation Crime Lab, and were able to actually go and tour their crime lab and see everything that they do as far as forensic analysis on their different sections and what services they provide. We also had the Chickasaw Nation Light Horse SWAT team come, and they came and provided information on what they do, and and provided information on SWAT activities and why SWAT would be used in different calls for service. We also maintain that cultural aspect of this academy. There's no question about it that the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Office of Justice Services, provides direct law enforcement services for our Indian nations. So, making sure that we stay closely tied to that cultural aspect was critically, very important to us. Every morning when we got up in the morning, we raised our colors, and we had staff here on site that actually every morning when we rose the colors, we sang the Kiowa flag song. Every evening we brought our colors down. We also had an opportunity to go and visit the First Americans Museum in Oklahoma City, and actually got to meet a Native astronaut. And then yesterday we actually had an opportunity to go to the Kiowa tribe of Oklahoma. They hosted us, and we were able to talk to a Kiowa elder over there. They provided some history on the Kiowa tribe of Oklahoma, and we got to work with and interact with the Kiowa tribal staff as well as the elders over there, and that was really enlightening and something that our students really enjoyed participating. As far as parting words, the only thing that I would say is, this is our first academy, and we hope that this won't be our last. We hope that we're going to be able to have future academies like this. I believe that the participation that we had with the students, it's been well received from what I'm hearing. I know our community members and our partners, both in law enforcement and outside of law enforcement, are really proud of the work that we're doing here. And so we just want to make sure that we keep that up. We want to make sure that we inspire our kids. We want to make sure that we motivate them, and we want to make sure that we continue to mentor them. And so, you know, as long as I'm here, I know that that's something that I'm going to be passionate about and something that we're going to continue to try to do for, you know, year after year.